Welcome, PWF War fans, to our WWE review of Raw. What happened from last night, and we've got to talk about fans. We have thoughts and rumours tonight, and fans questions. I haven't forgot about you. I have still got to answer your questions, of course, but because of last time we didn't have time. But we'll answer them after our review. But so let's start this. Let's start this. I'm the host, of course. I'm Adam, and just before I start, I've got to say we've got an intro now, so you will see our intro when you watch this. So it's like an evolution. So I hope you guys like it. Paul did it, so thanks to Paul.
You better like it.
You better, or Billy Gunn were famous to. But yeah, we start off. We'll say hello to my PWF team. Got Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn is in the house. Where's any famouses tonight, Billy Gunn?
Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna get a blonde wig, guys, and I'm gonna act out as Billy Gunn. Don't worry, it's gonna happen.
You just get an eBay or something, just buy it there or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
The entrance, yeah, that'd be good. And we got our guest from Wrestling and Talk. We've got Albert, he's on here.
Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the U factor. What's going on, everybody? C-Double in the house. It's good to be here.
Yeah, we got the guy over there shaking his head. We got Mr. Arabian Wolf. We got. What's up? How's it going?
You know, the cliche to introduce someone on PWF Is War is by insulting them and calling them Prince Albert. But I
call him Albert.
Chris from now on, but that's okay. Or C-Double or whatever name he has. But yeah, happy to be here. So let's get this show on the road. You know, overall Monday Night Raw is great. So I can't wait to jump into the propaganda.
Yeah.
All
so,
right.
Yeah, we start off. Let's get down to business, guys. So we'll start off with the first match of the night. It was a 20-man battle royal for the United States title, which was it was on the dirt sheets. There was rumors of he was going to have to defend his title because of the authority, ordered it. And but it was a good opener. It was a really good opener. In the end, fortunately, Dean Ambrose came short of retaining his title, and he ended up losing. He had to hit the bros. Sheamus hit the bros kick. He didn't see because he eliminated Jack Swagger over top. And then when he looked back, you had Sheamus weigh in. He did the bros kick, and then he just throwed him over the top. We got a new United States champion. I didn't pick Sheamus to win this match. I thought maybe Dean Ambrose might come over the odds. He would retain, but he didn't. The Shield was at ringside, so they didn't help him. So maybe they thought, he can do it himself. He doesn't need our help. So yeah, Sheamus won. But maybe he's gonna eventually turn heel, which I'm all for if he turns heel, because there's been rumors about that, and we'll see. Anyway, but it's a good opener. I enjoyed it. So what's your thoughts on that, Billy?
That was a good opener. It's surprising that Dean dropped the belt, but apparently Authority was mad because they lost at Extreme Rules in the 6-man tag. So they made Dean defend it. So I guess he lost it. He doesn't defend it because they didn't properly book him when he was U.S. champion, so they figured give it to somebody else that they can probably properly book with the title.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to be defending his United States title on SmackDown, so they're obviously now looking to defend the title, which is a good thing because, as you said, Dean Ambrose never really defended it, which is kind of a joke, and he was like the longest United States champion, but yet he didn't really defend the title.
I beg to differ, but we'll get to me in a second.
Yeah, but yeah, your opinion, Chris, on the match?
Well, simple as this. And by the way, also from Wrestle Talk, CM Styles wants to he appreciates it. He was having to take care of some obligations here, and he cannot wait to join you guys on the show. But yeah, really, my thoughts on the Battle Royal. To me, it was done well. I enjoyed it. I liked the fact that there were a lot of guys that we hadn't seen in the ring for a while, so we kind of gave a shot to these guys. Kind of figured the usual suspects would been last in it. I was just glad that Big Show Mark Henry got eliminated. But yeah, I thought Dean Ambrose looked great. A lot of the spots he did was really good. And really, there was a point in the match you actually thought he was going to pull it off. But when he turned around, Sheamus bro kicked him. It cracks me up because if you remember, the Shield always attacked Sheamus for the longest time, and it's like he just does a bro kick, throw Dean over the top, and everyone goes, "How dare you!" It's like,
yeah, he got heat.
Yeah, it's like you know what? It could have been anybody, and they would have done the same thing. But I'm glad it was Sheamus because, quite honestly, I'm kind of hoping he turns the U.S. title into the European title or bring back a classic title form or something. But you know what? Just go heel. Go with the way these fans, or as I like to call them, the sheep, are. And, if they don't like you, oh well, flick them off and go keep on wrestling. So go ahead there, guys.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it'd be nice to see the classic United States title back. Would be nice, or European if they replace it with the United States. But hopefully he makes the United States more relevant and they book him right, because Dean Ambrose, they didn't really book him when he was a United States champion. So, I mean, it's not Dean Ambrose's fault. I blame, of course, WWE for that.
Mm-hmm.
But Paul, your opinion on the match?
Yeah, I wanted to say before I so rudely interrupted you before that
you can't interrupt me. Never do that again.
Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Oh no!
Oh no, please no.
I did rudely interrupt you before. The booking with Dean Ambrose is WWE logic, and that's how they're positioning him, especially with him being in a prioritized trio like the Shield. So, of course, he's not going to be booked to defend the title as much. Now, the thing that most people don't realize is I actually went back and looked at his title defenses for the almost year-long reign that he did have. And his title defenses are around 13 to 15 in less than a year. So if you look at it, that's 1 to 2 title defenses a month, which actually isn't bad booking for a title holder. But overall, that's irrelevant at the moment. I did find out about the 20-man battle royal at the last moment, so I was psyched about it. Happy to see it open the show and set the tone for the rest of the night. It was believable that Dean Ambrose was going to win at one point, but I had a keen eye and I noticed how long Sheamus was staying down in that corner, and I'm like, that doesn't spell out a victory for Dean Ambrose, and I kind of felt like I saw it coming in the last minute or so. And him getting bro kicked and thrown over, the Shield not helping him is obviously a big part of their face movement, them being a face now. So, he didn't get the win. He dropped the title. Good reign that he had. He carried it well. He deserved the reign that he had, and you can't really ask for anything more. Overall, the Battle Royal was a great idea, and I'm happy we saw it. I guarantee this is going to lead to a Sheamus heel turn in the future.
Yes. Well, he kind of teased it with Renee Young, didn't he? At the end, he's kind of said, I don't know, I can't remember what he said, but he kind of teased he's going to turn heel. So you never know. I think he'd be a good addition to. I was going to say with Evolution, but because now Batista is not going, as it seems, so I would have had Sheamus replace Batista and have Sheamus in Evolution. That's just. I thought it will make him more credibility again, and I'll help his career in the right path. But that's just my opinion. But that's not going to work, as you see. Batista was still around. He didn't. Pretty much. Yeah. So let's move on anyway to the next match. The RVD against Cesaro. You had Paul Heyman, of course. I mean, This match, I mean, I enjoyed the match. I liked it. Of course, you know, at the end, Cesaro, Cesaro just beating down RVD, and in the end, RVD won by no DQ. So pretty much but it was a really good match. Maybe they will carry on like a rivalry. Probably another match they'll have. Payback. Because it was no contest match. Because it was RVD won by no DQ, but you know he will want revenge, and so I don't think the feud is finished. So we'll see. I think they both can do a really good match. I enjoyed it, and the ref carried 5. But at the end, after the match, Cesaro kept beating him down, but Paul Heyman grabbed him aside, said they'll suspend you if you carried on.
You don't want to get suspended. You don't want to get suspended.
Yeah, you don't want to get suspended. But would Paul Heyman saying that, really? It was like, Paul Heyman doesn't say these kind of things. Since when he's a, smart one out of this?
Yeah. I think he just did that
because Cesaro's an up and comer and he's not really in a title picture or anything. So if they wanted to do a storyline, if they wanted to do a suspension storyline, they could have gone with it. So it's just gonna be add some realism to it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I mean, fine with the match. I'm not a big fan of no DQ finishes, but if it's got to be a long feud, then I'm fine with it. So overall, it's a good, fine match. So your thoughts on that, Billy?
Yeah, it was a good match. Kind of sucked to end at DQ, but they're probably gonna go with continuing feud at Payback and probably have a match and see who's the better wrestler. Obviously they're both, but storyline wise.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's looking good so far. I mean, but yeah. So what about you, Chris? Opinion? Match?
Yeah, I'm very excited about it because, like I said, when you saw that RVD Cesaro were the final 2 guys, kind of gave you that feel of putting Cesaro over. And I don't have a problem with it. I like the fact that you got RVD. He's got the history with Paul Heyman. I think that'll really work well. And really, when he did that promo, it almost lights himself up on, and ever since he's been having some better matches.
Yeah.
Which RVD has. And like that.
He's cutting out. I think he's frozen. I think he froze.
Did he freeze?
Yep. Oh god.
Blast you, Britain servers.
Don't blame me. Yeah, he's from the US, not from UK. So don't blame me.
He'll be back in a second. You just gotta re-click the link.
Blame Obama. That's what you should blame.
You want me to go into my
Yeah, I'll get back to him. Yeah, go ahead.
RVD in the ring, he's so talented and
Whoa!
Oh shit! You froze for like.
Go ahead, Chris. Carry on.
Yeah, carry on. Sorry, you froze.
No. We're good. Go ahead, guys.
We're good. Yeah, carry on what you're saying. Sorry.
I've seen my box.
Yeah. Thank God. Thank God the Wyatt family didn't take you.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I was just saying that to me. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Your face.
Guys, anything can happen live, alright? Anything. Whoa. Oh,
that face, sorry.
that face just got us.
Restart it now. No, but a problem persists like that on Hangout. You just gotta restart it, because if you just kind of keep going off the same plug, it's gonna keep freezing. He has to stop the script and restart it. But
I feel sorry for him.
I'll try to give you my thoughts before he jumps back in. You know,
Yeah.
I still think RVD is great in the ring. You know, people say he still got it, but in my opinion, he never really lost it. You know, phenomenal performer. You know, extreme. You know, he could take it balls to the walls any day. You know, I thought they had a decent match from the fallout of Extreme Rules in their triple threat match. Cesaro beating him down at the end wasn't something I was honestly expecting, kind of, because I thought they were trying to bill him as a face. I heard they were handing out, you know, Cesaro signs to the fans, and they're trying to really get him over as a face, especially even with Paul Heyman being the manager of the man that defeated The Undertaker's streak. I really hate to mention that on here, but boy, do I love it. But you know, overall, they had a good. But overall, you know, they had a good match, and I don't know where they're gonna go with this, if they're gonna continue to feud. But you know, overall, I enjoyed it for what it was, and you know, there's not much more you can say.
Yeah, I
want to come back to Chris now and get his last thoughts.
Yeah, sure. I was gonna say it makes sense. You know, you had history with Paul Heyman and RVD, so it's gonna be pretty cool rivalry, interesting. EC Dub, yes, EC Dub, of course. But yeah, Chris, if you want to carry on what you were saying before you left the Hangouts, I guess he's frozen again.
No, is he? I don't think he is. Really?
I don't know.
His mic,
really?
He's not got no mic as well. Is that he muted?
Really?
He's muted it as well.
Really?
Oh, God.
Really?
Oh man.
Is he frozen again?
I think so. Chris, you here? And the answer is no.
Something's going on. I get the same problem with mine. You know, it's a fucking plug-in and the JavaScript.
Billy
like
is
that.
still.
Yeah.
There we go.
Is that? Oh, he's back. You back? Okay.
Are you stealing Solomon Crow's gimmick right now? Are you trying to
Hello.
Someone's doing. Hello. Welcome again. You wanna left off what you were saying before you got cut down? Or someone took you. I don't know. Don't know what happened, but yeah. Carry on. It was.
Oh god. We're easily gonna get 100 views just because of this.
Oh god.
We might as well take Tony Alice's laugh and make it our intro.
Yeah. Well, it's Bottomania everywhere.
Is Chris there? Chris, can you hear us?
Yeah, you here? You came. It's frozen again.
Just keep going. Just keep going, and he'll eventually jump back in. Please.
Just go to the next thing.
Yeah. Let's move on to third match. Yeah, I think it was. Well, we had what? We had a Bray Wyatt promo before that, so you know he came out. He says, you know, Sister Abigail always told him that he was born to lead and that he will change the world. He says he always believes her. He says the world will live in have wicked ways about it.
I agree.
So yeah. But yeah, he says that also John Cena has the greatest fear came true at Extreme Rules. So he says also John can't fool the children as they are the foundation of tomorrow. So, you know, he said things like that. I mean, the promo, of course, it's amazing what he does. I say it again, he's the best guy on the mic in the main roster right now. He hasn't got it wrong. He delivers it, and he hasn't got it wrong. And you just sit back. You don't want to move when he's on that mic.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, he does it really well. Nobody comes close, in my opinion, right now. I mean, Dean Ambrose, yeah, he's really good. I mean, but
yeah.
I don't know.
You could even say he's the best consistent too, maybe.
Yeah, it's just exactly, yeah. So I don't, but yeah, I just think he is. I mean, I know other people got other opinions, but that's just my opinion. So, yeah. Right. What about you, Billy?
Only thing I gotta say about him on the mic is just he's gold. He's gold. Yeah. Every time he's on the mic, he's consistent. He's You know, he just makes you sit there and listen to what he got to say. And it's always something good.
Yep, definitely. And you, Paul?
You know, you guys really did take the words right out of my mouth. I said it before, I'll say it again. You know, I'm putting my head out there. I'm lying down in the guillotine with the IWC. But in my opinion, Bray Wyatt is the most consistent promo of all time. And I'm not going out there and saying he's the best promo of all time. I'm just saying he's the most consistent on the mic. As far as he goes, every time he goes out there, it's nothing short of extraordinary. Every promo exceeds expectations, and he delivers for the fans. He delivers for the WWE in general. And to say he's not the most consistent promo in history is a travesty. You know, he's never messed up. He's never blotched or blundered on the mic, and you know, it speaks volumes. You know, the guy's been in the WWE for a year now, and look what he's already accomplished. Look what he's done. Very similar to Paige and what she has done, you know, for her age. Bray Wyatt is very young. He's only 26 years old, I believe, and we're going to see a lot from this guy. And, you know, when he first debuted, I said, you know, this guy is going to be huge. He's going to be bigger than Reigns. He's going to be a household name. He was WWE made. You know, they developed him. They made him who he is, and you know, he's going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest star of this reality era, of this generation, and there's so much more to come, so I'm excited to see where it goes. Great promo.
He's going to be bigger than his father ever was.
I think he's already bigger than his father.
I mean, he knows how to. Well, look at his promos. I mean, come on, he got the best gimmick right now in WWE.
What was his father, a jobber half his career?
His father's best promo was, "You better pay your taxes." So he's already being there.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, look how many promos Bray Wyatt's debuted.
But I have to admit, I did like the pairing of IRS and Ted DiBiase and Money Incorporated. So I really liked
that. Was the best. Yeah, that was the best thing.
Virgil, Ted DiBiase, and IRS, Money Incorporated, you know. Ted DiBiase was an awesome mouthpiece.
He was, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he was.
But, fortunately, yeah.
All right.
Definitely. Chris, you're back. Welcome back.
Yes. I had to go through the scenic route, but I came back. You know.
You came back from the.
Yeah, exactly. You know. Exactly. You know, I had to fight off little Johnnies all over the place.
Don't you hate when that happens?
I know, man. It was very terrible. It was
a hard experience for you. Very hard.
You know, hey, I did what John Cena didn't do. I stiff-armed that little bastard. Let me tell you. You know, I don't give a damn. But really, guys, you know, Bray Wyatt is a phenomenal speaker on the mic. You know, he is the puppeteer on it. He gets the emotions conflicted, and yet he spoons you to where he wants you to be. He's really good on the mic. I'm with you, Paul. And dear God, can you look any more creepier than freaking Luke Harper as they're zooming into that look? It's like, hello, nobody's at home.
He doesn't blink.
I was very impressed. No, he doesn't. Yeah, I mean, he reminds me so much of Bruiser Brody. I know just the look, but I mean, he has a lot of those moves like he did. But I mean, look, he is really good though. I with the opportunity to see on Luke Harper, but I don't know. But right now, I'm enjoying what the Wyatts are doing. And then
me too.
Yes, I'm from a Cena fan.
You'd be surprised. Yeah. But I like also what's creepy about him, what he does, that spider thing. You know, what he does in the ring.
I love it. It's ingenious.
I mean, what he did at Extreme Rules. You know, he's going to go out, escape from the steel door. It was brilliant. It's love. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Scared. When he first did it, I was like, whoa. Get out, man.
It's just how he can do it for his size too, you know.
Yeah, it's very unique by him.
It's pretty cool. I like it.
So let's carry on. Let's carry on to following that was the match between Cody Rhodes versus Ryback. You know, it's a decent match. You know, nothing too spectacular. In the end, you had Axel distract Cody, and Ryback grabs Cody through the shell shock. It was a top rope because because Curtis Axel pushed Goldust to the ring side post, and then he Ryback grabs him and do the shell shock, pins him again. Mixed function between Goldust and Cody Rhodes in the losing streak. Seems like they're teasing, obviously, Cody Rhodes to turn heel. But I think if they did a swerve and have Goldust turn heel, that would be pretty cool.
We've seen heel Goldust back in the Attitude Era, and it was awesome.
That was a long time, yeah.
I remember when he kissed Ahmed Johnson. He had the feud with Roddy Piper. Man, that stuff was gold. Goldust is a really underrated mid-carder and one of the best of all time, in my opinion, on the mid-card level.
Definitely. I would have liked to see him as one-time world champ. But that's just me. I would like to see.
Yeah.
I think he has the. Well, he is. I mean, he's improved. I mean, for his age.
He has, but. They're gonna do that. They're never gonna do that.
No, well, it's too late. Obviously, his age.
Just like William Regal, they could push him sometimes to the world title. Sad.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah, he could have been the first British champion, but yeah, that's how he is. That's WWE. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was. I don't know. At the end, Goldust and Cody didn't look happy. But they walk off. I think eventually they got to split. Just who's going to turn on who. I mean, you could see Cody Rhodes going to turn on Goldust. It looks predictable, but maybe it's a swerve, maybe Goldust. It'd be nice to see Goldust turn heel on Cody, because I think Cody needs to get like a reaction, because he's not really getting much reaction. Is really Goldust is getting that reaction from the crowd, so I think it will help if they do it. If Cody He's a face and Goldust be a heel.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. He deserves a push as well, Cody Rhodes. He's so close to last year winning the Money in the Bank. So
I think he might win it this year.
He might, but I think Cesaro's going to have that. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, your opinion on that, Billy? Match? Any thoughts on it?
Yeah, the match. It was decent. It was okay. It was pretty much. Goldust screwing Cody out of victory, hitting the pole right there and didn't fall. And he got, it was a alright match, wasn't nothing special.
Yeah, pretty much. And you, Chris?
The only thing I could say is, kind of disappointed because of the fact that, when we saw the Real Americans split up, I didn't want to see that happen. I didn't have a problem with the Real Americans or with the Rhodes family splitting up and having that match at Mania, but yet I was like, okay, if you're going to keep them around, then that's fine. Let them stay as tag team. But now they're doing this. It's like, okay. I don't know. It just kind of feels kind of forced, and just seeing the way it's going, it makes me kind of feel sad because, like I said, Cody and Goldust are very good workers. Love seeing them doing their tag team, and it felt right. And I don't know, maybe it's just me having the nostalgia or whatever it is, but it's just a view of mine.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's sad to see a lot of these tag teams they get removed, like Real Americans, you said, and Cody Rhodes and Goldust are going. Look like Point in Time Players went a few months ago. What did happen to Titus O'Neil? They didn't give him really much of a push. Just been losing. It didn't really help him. But if they're gonna split up, then you're gonna have to push. Push Cody Rhodes, and see. I mean, he should go for the main event, in my opinion. I think he's done the IC title. I think, in my opinion, he should go for the world title. I think he should win Money in the Bank. But to me, it's going to be probably Cesaro in the end. That's how it is. What about you? That's my opinion. But what about you, Paul? Your thoughts on that?
Overall, we've seen what Cody can do in and out of the ring. He's a very well-rounded wrestler, very talented. But we're still yet to see, that special something from him, that thing that makes a wrestler stick out. That what's the word I'm looking for? Just like that timeline moment that makes you go back and go, hey, this is where he really broke out as a competitor. And I think that's what Cody really needs. And I think if he could take his aggressiveness and put some heat on him and take it to the next level, feuding with Goldust. I think it might just do it for him and put him on that pedestal, put him on that different level that he so desperately needs at the time. You know, when you look at Cody and Goldust as a cohesive unit, you know, they're great in the ring. You know, they're both brothers. They have great chemistry together. They tell good stories. You know, good match quality. You know, not much more you could really ask for. The match last night with Cody and Ryback, it wasn't anything special by any means. One thing C-Double did point out is how Ryback is carrying himself more as a professional, and he's not as sloppy and careless in the ring when it comes to protecting other wrestlers. No. So that's good to see on Ryback's point also. But bringing it back to Cody, you know, he needs something to make him stand out overall, and I think we're going to get to see that in some time to come when this feud really starts to kick up. I'd give it another 2 weeks before it kicks into high gear.
Yeah, I see. It's going to be an interesting feud. But they could have done it, you know, they was teasing it at WrestleMania.
Personally, I'm happy they waited because it would have been unshrouded in the mid-card and people wouldn't have thought of it much. I'm happy it's getting its own spotlight and it's going to be recognized more. If it was at WrestleMania, I think it wouldn't have been as big. Even though that sounds ironic and stupid because it is WrestleMania. But I'm happy they waited. They're going to get their own thing and all the focus and attention will be on them. So that's what they need. That's what Cody needs. Because at the end of the day, this is just Goldust trying to make Cody look good in this feud.
Exactly. He's going to put him over. So, yeah. I mean, Payback will be the one I would go with. Definitely. He'll be more focused and definitely. But I still would like to see Goldust, the guy, to turn heel. We'll see anyway. Let's move on to the following match. After that, it was we had was it Kofi Kingston versus Kofi Kingston versus Alexander Rusev. I mean, it wasn't going to be really a match. It's pretty much. I thought it was going to be a squash match. But to be honest with you, Kofi Kingston, had some, did some moves in there. He did have some moves in that match. It wasn't all just Alexander Rusev. Kofi Kingston he's done his own. He did fit pretty well. But in the end, I knew in the end, Rusev was going to get the win. He did. He hit the faraway slam with his signature. Then he applied the Okalide, to tap out. He tapped out Kofi. It just builds on from that. I mean, he's just been squashing a lot of guys pretty much recently. Kofi was one of the next victims. Lana did well. She came out. She does the Russian. She always looks to know.
Yeah. Anal. Yeah. No.
Yeah, anal. Yeah. But
hashtag baby. Hashtag that.
Hashtag that. Put it on there. See how many tweets we get that. But overall, see hopefully from now next for Rusev, he goes in a feud. No more these squash matches. I think it's enough now. Just from Kofi Kingston, from R-Truth, Xavier Woods, enough. So hopefully we'll see something else. But he's impressive, so see. Billy, your opinion on the match?
It was alright match. It was better than I think Extreme Rules one. Kofi gave him a little run for his money a little bit in that match. Got some moves in, but still lost. So I would say they're gonna push Rusev. So
yeah,
he needs somebody more. I don't know, more talented that's gonna not in the jobber spots. Somebody who's like Mark Henry maybe, or Ryback or somebody.
More intimidating, but yeah. I would say someone that's more of a threat. I would say he's not in that lower card. I would say more of an upper card or main event spot. But
he don't belong in that spot. He belongs in that that's more in between.
I mean, I would say Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
He's a face, so yeah.
But
move on. We've got Chris. Your thoughts on the match? Go on. Have you say?
Thoughts on this match is real simple. Alexander Rusev The beautiful highlight of this match is real simple, folks. Lana, the ravishing Russian. I saw her legs, saw the booty. I mean, there was a guy in the front row that was staring straight at that ass. I mean,
Well, I think everybody was.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, that was the most entertaining part of the match. I mean, oh yeah, there was a match inside the ring.
Yeah.
But hey, give it to Kofi. I mean, he really had a very good energy in the match. I actually was impressed with him because he gave it to Rusev for a good bit. And let's not totally discount Kofi on his own. He really is a good wrestler. I mean, the old joke is he's your battle royal spot guy, where he'll try to find a way to stay in the ring without getting eliminated.
Yeah, special spots.
But didn't really work with Dean Ambrose. Yeah. But the good thing is that we had a one-on-one match. Maybe now we can see Rusev, like you guys said, go against the Mark Henry. Maybe Big Show. Now that we see Big Show out there, wouldn't that would probably be a good spot. But I mean, the way I see it is we got to be patient with this because, like I said, they obviously brought this guy in to play a role in the business, and we'll see what he does. But I really cannot wait. I think Rusev and Lana work very well together, and I love seeing when Lana goes crush him. But anytime Lana's talking, I'm paying #Lana, #anal. It's a beautiful situation, either way you look at it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't move when she talks. I mean, she has the best voice as a diva right now. Queen of wrestling, in my opinion. Yeah,
and she hasn't even gotten in the ring yet.
No, she hasn't. She's not shy to show what she has.
Russian women have sexy voices.
Yeah, but let Paul have his say now. Go on, Paul. Thoughts on it?
Just like C Double said, Lana has all the assets. No pun intended at all. But Kofi Kingston's definitely a little bit of a step up in competition. It's the first time you really seen someone get a little bit of offense going on Alexander Rusev, really fire back and lay into him. But at the end of the day, it was still just a squash match. It was a filler. It was just to keep Rusev's momentum going as this new heel. They're obviously going in that direction where he's that big, muscular foreign heel, and they're going to get heat by any means necessary. And, Lana as a mouthpiece, she's not just good looking. She really does play the part. Mm-hmm. She does get heat. The Russian references with Vladimir Putin and
the president.
I don't know how much you guys are into politics and things like that, but when she mentioned Edward Snowden, I was like, whoa, that's a real jab at USA. And people in the audience didn't really recognize it, but he said, my country, Russia, welcomes the patriot Edward Snowden without welcoming arms or whatever she said. But I'm surprised the crowd didn't eat that up. Maybe they're not. They don't really know what it is or anything like that or what's going on with it, but that's a huge deal. I thought she was going to draw a shitload from that.
Yeah, you had some USA chants, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, and real quick, I don't mean to interrupt, but you said that, if anything, it caught a lot of the fans by surprise because when you're watching a wrestling event and you got someone being the mouthpiece, you don't ever really expect them to go political stuff. He said that, it kind of threw me off. I'm going, huh? Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, that was very surprising. And yeah, I say what I say about Lana, but let's be honest. But yeah, she is a good talker. Someone has definitely had to work with her. And I'm not trying to give her a slight. I'm saying, someone had to give her some insight because that is something very smart to do because you're getting a reaction. Because like you said, as soon as she mentioned it, the fans were going crazy, going USA, USA, and I mean, it really did hit a nerve. But yet, you could definitely tell, if you weren't up on politics, you wouldn't know what she was talking about.
I agree. C Double, like you said, she's not just a Klingon or someone you walk down the red carpet with or a nice valet. She is actually a woman manager, and she plays the part well, and she's a good mouthpiece. And for how long she's just coming on to the current roster, I can't wait to see what she does next. So, that only speaks volumes for the impact she made so far and the presence she left felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if she can wrestle.
She was an actor. She was in movies.
Yeah. I mean, she
could be in my movie anytime she wants.
I have the perfect role for her.
Yeah. I'm sure Paul would like to have a.
I know
as a
Lana
manager.
watches. I know Lana watches our podcast weekly. She's a big fan of it. She's told me many times before. And if you're watching right now, just give me a call like we always do. We hang out. We go to the bar down the street. So I'll see you later on.
You're a very lucky man, my friend.
That's in the Arabian Wolf's world.
Well, it's actually the Arabian luck of the wolf, but that's okay.
That's okay.
We'll plug it better next time.
Yeah. Keep going. Let's carry on. Let's move on to some backstage. If you want to mention some tactics, we have Bree and Brian. Was pretty scared shitless. Obviously with Kane, Kane was looking for them, all night, and it was about to leave, in the car, and then Steph said, "You can't leave. You have to compete tonight. If they don't compete, Brian will get stripped of the championship." So, and just Brian tells Bree, to go, to the ring, and that's it. And following that, they had the match with Daniel Bryan against Alberto Del Rio. Bree obviously was at ringside, pretty scared, looking around. It was a quite long match, actually. It was a fine match. I don't know. It was fine how it was. It was, in the end, Bryan won the match. He did like a hurricane runner, like a yes from lock from it. And he taps out Del Rio, and then that's it. And then after that, Kane music hit, and they just run backstage, pretty much. And they got to the car. Well, they got in the car, and then Brian got out because he was checking his bonnet. And but when he closed it, and then he saw Kane in the car with Bree, and Bree started screaming. I was like, oh god. Oh god, here comes the bad acting. I thought this time I should have just left.
It wouldn't have been necessarily so bad if you just toned the screaming down.
She overkilled it too much.
I don't know.
Overkill with the screaming.
It's just like you want to smash your head into a wall every time she's screaming. Jeez.
I feel sorry for Brian. I don't know if she does that indoors, but
oh god, I hope not.
But,
well, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong if she does it there. It's just, does she have to act? Who knows? But
I don't know if that's her being natural or she's acting. It's bad, pretty bad.
Oh, Daniel, watch out.
I have to admit, in my opinion, Bree is fucking pretty sexy. So.
Yeah, she is. I'm not saying, but you had Kane come in to rescue, but Brian drags out Kane, and then don't know, after he just knocked him out. Brian knocked Kane out with the car, and he stops. He gets out of the car to see Kane. Kane's like, doing his taunt, and he sets up. I was like, oh shit! and then he just ran in the car, and then Kane was trying to chase them, and then they drove off pretty much. But I don't know why he got out of the car to see if Kane was fine. I would have just gone. Who cares about Kane? But yeah,
I think just to add emphasis that it's not going to be that easy to get rid of the demon.
No, he's back to his old self. So it's not
we're just getting started.
He's gonna get the shovel with the dirt.
And we all, before we jump into it, really quick, sorry to interrupt, but
yeah, go ahead.
This was normally planned last night. He was supposed to face Batista, and they were going to build to a match at Payback. And from what we saw at Extreme Rules with Kane and Daniel Bryan, I am way more content and happy seeing Daniel Bryan and Kane again than I would be seeing Daniel Bryan versus Batista.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Thank god.
I'm so happy Batista disagreed to that. I really am.
Yeah.
Thank you, Batista.
I think everybody thanks him.
The meathead did sign right.
Batista, boot.
Well, he's sticking around though, so it's not like he's going. So I don't know what's his plans. Well, I guess with the Shield stuff.
Probably rematch with the Shield.
Yeah, but yeah. So let's jump in. Let's have we'll start with you, Billy, with your opinion on the backstage and the match overall, and after really. After what happened.
Okay, the backstage, Bree just overkilling the screens. That's it for that. The match, the match was really good actually for me. Every time Dario gets in the ring, he puts on a good show, a match.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler. You might say he's dull and boring, but he can deliver in the ring.
It's not his fault. It's the creative team that puts him in that character.
Yeah. I think he's going to go eventually.
And then plus people don't give him a chance, you know.
I can honestly say I liked when Del Rio was face and Ziggler was heel. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
But he wasn't getting over with the crowd when he was a face. That's the problem.
But Ziggler was getting a hell of a reaction as a heel, and when you combine those two in a feud, that short stint of a feud they had, I thought it was a decent draw, and it was overall great wrestling quality.
Yeah, I mean they had a great match at Payback last year, so the double turns was just brilliant.
Double turn.
Oh, really.
I love heel Ziggler. And I think once he brings back that heel persona, I think he's gonna get pushed to the moon and back.
Yeah. So let's have Chris have his say.
Yes. I'm sorry, I got distracted there. But the whole I was watching I was watching a very good movie here. A lot better than this movie wannabe. Anyway, no.
Focus on the broadcast, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you. Of course, of all things, I got to say, the Scooby-Doo remix with Kane, Shaggy, and Dead Meat. I mean, Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan was really good. My God, I felt like it was a bad '80s film. I said it while we were talking on our show. It really did feel like a really bad '80s. I was waiting for Kane to do like something. Bring back a really good '80s feel. And then of course, Daniel Bryan closes the trunk and you see Kane in the back seat. I'm going, oh, poor Kane. You could do so much better. No, don't go in the backseat with Brie. And then Daniel jumps in. Oh, poor Kane. Don't go in the backseat with Daniel. You don't know where that hobo's been. No. But no, it's great. Look, you got to do something because of the way the match ended at the Extreme Rules. Kane, rising up. Him playing the hitchhiker role where thanks for the ride, lady, would have came in appropriately. But I want to go back to the match. I thought the match between Del Rio and Bryant went well. I enjoyed watching Daniel Bryan doing his thing. Del Rio's not a bad guy. I mean, I know a lot of folks didn't care for his the way he talked and he destiny bit, but sometimes that's what you got to work with. You can't it is what it is. But his talent inside the ring should not be overlooked.
No. I think he will be definitely a miss when he leaves, when the contract expires. People don't realise this, but he's going to be a miss for sure. So he puts good matches. Yeah,
people don't realize they're going to miss him because how good his matches were.
Undervalued.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss him. Yeah,
but you can make a list. It's almost like that could be a next top 10 countdown list of underrated talent that never got truly appreciated for what they were.
It probably take 3 years to watch that video.
Exactly.
It's gonna take a long time when that happens. But yeah, pretty much he is underrated. But yeah, right. So yeah, let's carry on. Let's move on to bad news.
What about me? I don't get to say my point of view.
What did you say? Didn't you say your point of view? You keep jumping in.
That nobody pointer. Nobody wants to hear what he has to say.
Go on.
I'll make him short and sweet because I'm not relevant on this show anymore. C-Double's taking my place, I guess.
No. Talk about the cheap horror movie.
Let me wipe the tears out of my eyes before you're gone. Just like Billy said, the screaming was overkill. Anything can happen when you're live, but overall, I thought it was a poorly executed segment. The thing at the end with Kane sitting up is just to prove that you're not going to get rid of the demon that easily. I thought it could have been handled better, and they could have positioned themselves better in the segment, but it was live, it was spur of the moment, so, you can't nail everything to a T and edit it at the end and fucking upload it for the fans to see. So it is what it is at the end of the day. I saw the direction they were trying to go in, and I like it. It just could have been performed better. So that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, Could have been.
Real quick, Paul, I got your tissue, man. Don't cry, though. I mean, we got your back, though.
We do care about you.
Dude, I appreciate it because I just ran out of tissue, so I'm really gonna need that.
I'm sorry. I will not do that again to you, Paul. You're the most important guy on the show. Yeah, the original.
Let me clean my shoulders off real quick.
So don't cry. Be happy. Be happy. Have ice cream.
I'm just gonna believe for the rest of the night that I'm a part of this show.
You know what? I just need someone to bring me cookies. That's what I need.
And replace my tag team partner. We're the tag team champions.
Just have some. Just
Full
play
conspiracy.
Adam Rose. That's all you need. Don't be a lemon. Be a rosebud. So,
Our first Adam Rose reference. And won't be the last.
No, probably not. But yeah, let's move on now to the IC title championship. Was on the rematch from last night. From Extreme Rules, which was Sunday. It was Bad News Barrett against Big E. You know, I actually thought this match was a lot better than Extreme Rules. I thought this was pretty fine match, good match. In my opinion, I liked it, and in the end, you know, Bad News Barrett won. You know, I don't know what happened. The ref, you know, he got like Barrett was gonna. I think Big E was gonna do the big ending, and then the ref kind of was behind, and then Barrett did, raised the eyes, wasn't looking, and then he just did the ball hammer for the win. I didn't think he needed that because he won a clean win at Extreme Rules, so I didn't get what was the ref was doing behind Big E as well. I was kind of confused about that, but yeah, pretty much it was a fine match, good match. Happy that Bad News retained. Obviously, he wasn't going to lose it. So yeah. Billy, you wanna have your say now?
It was a decent match. The rake to the eyes. We have not seen that in a while. So I guess they wanted to bring that back because he's a heel now. So probably haven't seen that since Ric Flair,
Hunter,
maybe, or Hunter.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
It's a heel tactic. I like it.
Hunter and Orton actually did it a lot.
But I'm saying in this era we haven't seen it.
Randy Orton.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like it though, but
I don't like Bad News Barrett. He's bad.
Just thought the referee went behind the Big E was a bit
He
strange.
cheated to win. It wasn't fair.
Oh.
He cheated to win. He's supposed to win.
Bad News Barrett, obviously.
Wait till John Cena gets his hands on him. He's gonna teach him the meaning of hustle, loyalty, and respect.
Come on, Chris.
I'm gonna tell you, John Cena would make sure that Wade Barrett would get over not cleanly because he doesn't sell jack. I'll tell you what, John Cena could get scared to a child to this, but. I gotta tell you that the match was good. I had no problem with it. I'm very happy because I think what you need to do is establish a feud. There's nothing wrong with having two guys having legit heat with each other and just going at it, trying to one up each other and everything. I did like the fact that Wade did win. I like the fact he cheated. Just kind of he had the clean victory at Extreme Rules, but you know what? Look, you want to be the heel champion. We're trying, because let's be honest, Wade's getting cheered more than Big E was. So it's like, he's got to try to be a heel. And it's like, we're in an era now, or we're in this reality era where basically the sheep, as I like to call them now, they're going to just cheer who they want. Bray Wyatt, the Shield, which I got no problem with cheering the Shield, no problem with Bray. Daniel Bryan, no big deal. I mean, and it's like any other face, you better do something to impress them, because if not, they're going to cheer for whoever they want. So that it just needs to be done. It needs to be said like that. But for Wade Barrett, I had no problem with him. Bad News Barrett, I love when he shoots a promo right before he comes to the ring now. I personally wish he would just be on the podium, coming down, and then comes up, does a little firework, and then grabs his mic and does the Bad News Barrett thing. But either way, Bad News Barrett is hilarious.
Oh, he's definitely great. I mean, as you said, Big E wasn't really getting any really reaction. I mean, Bad News Barrett was way over, but as you said, if you're a face, you're gonna have to make the crowd into you. Make yourself interesting, different. Because if you don't do that, they're gonna just cheer the heel, basically. They're not gonna care about you. So, yeah, pretty much. But yeah,
Paul, we gotta go to Paul.
We got to go to Paul. I can't forget Paul.
You remembered.
Yes.
Remember.
No, we can't forget that guy over there with the red top.
To be completely honest, when it comes to not just WWE, TNA, and mainstream wrestling, but just wrestling in general, I feel we have probably one of the smartest fan bases in all of competition sports. Myself being an aspiring pro wrestler, one of my biggest fears is not being able to evoke a reaction from the crowd because, with that fan base being so smart and they know if you know what you're doing. You go out there and you don't know what you're doing, they will cue you up and they will spit you out within seconds. That's just how it is when it comes to wrestling. So with Big E and Wade Barrett, it is what it is. Barrett with the classic eye rake at the end, it's not to us as regular wrestling fans. We kind of have some sense of the inside of the business. We kind of know what's going on, day-to-day operations and things like that. So to the casual wrestling fan, that eye rake and that finish, they would be fucking pissed off as hell that the bad guy got the win. It would put a lot of heat on Barrett, and it's great to see that eye rake back being used again. So I was happy to see that. I thought they had a good overall match. The quality of it was better than Extreme Rules, maybe. I thought they performed a little better. They haven't worked too much in the ring together, so the chemistry is being built and the trust is being built between the two feud for at least another month and a half. Until I think I see Barrett going over at the end. But overall it was a good match. Happy to see that the title was on the line. It adds a little more excitement to the match. So I have nothing to complain about.
Yeah, me either. It's nice to see him. IC's defending on Raw as well, not just pay-per-view.
Sorry for stuttering. The beer is starting to kick in. Beer. So.
It's okay.
Next time you bring it up for all of us.
I got Stone Cold to the right and James Storm to the left, so it's been a long night.
Right.
Like I said, next time you just got to make sure you bring it up for everybody.
Yeah, don't just do it all for yourself.
I'll bring a 30 rack for you guys and a 30 rack for myself.
I thought we're in the bullet conspiracy, so exactly. Pretty much. So
when you're messing with the bullet conspiracy, don't be surprised when you get struck with a stray.
All right.
Yes. Yeah.
Live long and prosper.
Already took somebody out today.
Okay. He will take you out. Yeah. Foot stomp. Yeah.
I hit you with that famous, sir, and you're out. That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go. Let's carry on. Let's move on now. We don't want to get distracted. To a segment, with was it Jack Swagger and Zeb. They came to the ring. Zeb had a sign to deport. He had a list of people like Cesaro. I think he had. Did he have Renee Young? Or maybe he had Renee Young.
Yeah, Paige and Sheamus.
Paige and Sheamus, of course. Heyman, Paul Heyman as well.
Yeah, Heyman, Cesaro, Emma, Santino.
Because Heyman's a Jew.
I'm surprised I didn't put Renee Young because he's been saying about Renee Young a lot, like in JBL Cole show and that.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah. But there was he was on the mic, obviously Zeb, and then out of nowhere the music hit. Adam Rose debuts with a bunch of guys, his party buddies, you could say. You had the bunny, you had some girls, some of them were like from indies, I think one of them or two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. Came to the ring. He told Zeb to be a rosebud, don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. Swagger tried to attack him. He goes over the top, and he didn't came back to the ring. He just ran off. And the funny is that Zeb was in the ring and they would start dancing and he didn't do anything. I thought he was dancing at one stage because the ring was jumping up and down.
Yeah. The house is jumping. I thought I saw JTG out there with Adam Rose. Was it JTG or Rosebud last night? I thought I saw him. I'm not kidding. I'm not even being funny. I really thought I saw one of the Rosebuds was JTG.
Could have been. I thought it was an indie guy.
Why not? They don't use them. Shit.
Maybe Yoshitatsu was there as well.
Was Eric Bischoff a Rosebud?
Oh my god.
That would have been funny.
Oh, funny.
I'm back. What a way to make an entrance. You know, Eric, aka Rosebud Bischoff. You know, Vince Russo in the mix would be the most.
Back. I killed TNA.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I like Eric Bischoff. I think he's a genius.
Yeah.
So.
I love him.
Yeah. That's like Bischoff. This is about Adam Rose. So
Yeah.
No one likes Adam Rose.
I mean.
Oh no, Mike!
I do.
Fandango 2.0.
I do.
Hey, Billy A likes him, man.
Yeah, it's
I
not like
do.
he's like a. It's not like he's a young kid coming up from the indie scene or like.
No.
Regardless of where he came from, doesn't mean anything. But it's not like he's like a
Is
young
that
kid.
Fandango's brother?
He's not 24 or 25 or 26 years old going out there to make a name for himself. The guy's like 33, 34 years old. He just got repackaged, and in my opinion, it's just a jobber gimmick. It's just he's gonna get his first couple wins, and then he's gonna slowly start to lose, and he's gonna be completely irrelevant.
Unfortunately, I can't disagree. I'll have to
He's
go.
been in NXT for like a couple of years now. Like really?
Yeah, Leo Kruger didn't do any. That gimmick didn't do anything for me either. There's 100 million guys in the world like him.
Well, he did well with it,
offer?
but you know, there was nothing else to gain. The fans wasn't really.
Well, anyone could suck on a lollipop and say, "Don't be a lemon, be a rosebud," and get carried away by a bunny.
Yeah, it's pretty. He was pretty over with NXT though.
It's gonna work for a couple weeks. That's it. It's gonna work for a couple weeks, and then jobber.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to get pushed a little bit, and then he's just going to be faded away.
Just so fans don't think I'm being biased about him. You know, I do like the entrance, I do like the song, I do like the gimmick somewhat, but it is a little bit of overkill at the same time. It's really a preference thing when it comes to stuff like that. But in my opinion, I don't think he's going to last very long.
But some people just don't understand.
I mean, you know what I would do? I would have him team up with Fandango and have them attack team.
Oh my god, dude, they'd probably be funny together. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I would actually like to see it.
Well, there's a guy.
Pretty funny.
That was quite funny. I mean, have them.
Fandango just starts dancing like.
Oh, no.
Actually, I can see an Adam Rose Fandango feud.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Yeah.
God damn it, CW.
I'm sorry, I can see it because here's why. Unfortunately, I feel this would happen. I feel a disturbance in the force, in the force, and I must say, I have a feeling we'll see Santino joining the Rose the Exotic Express. And he takes Emma away from Santino.
That's worse.
And then we'll have the worst. We will have the worst love triangle ever. Because everyone will be saying, "Be a Rosebud."
They're both very into the music and the dancing scene, and with Fandango pretty much still being billed as a heel, you got Adam Rose, a new face. You know, I think it would work well. I think it would be a comedic feud, a lower card feud, but if done properly, it could be entertaining.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, and I mean Adam Rose. I mean, you said it perfectly there, Paul. You know, his gimmick isn't. I don't think it's going to be one of those you take seriously. But then again, you know, there were guys like that before. You know, you're not supposed to take seriously. We weren't supposed to take Doink seriously. And what happens? Doink was as a heel, was one of the better heels that they had. But when he became face, it became really. It went downhill.
Yeah.
But although I loved Dink back in the day, but you know, it was just But yeah, you know, Adam Rose was great. But guys, we almost forgot the most important thing. Mother's Day's coming, and WWE wanted to honor Mother's Day like no other.
Oh yeah, here
with
we go.
Mr. T. Loves himself his mama.
Oh, he does. Oh, he loves his mama.
Did you hear Adam? Adam goes, "Oh God, here we go."
Did you have to mention that, Chris?
Mr. T at the Hall of Fame felt like it was 3 hours. He was talking for Jesus Christ.
Oh God. Bad enough I heard the
They even told him, "You gotta hurry up. Come on, that's it. We gotta go."
Mr. T loves his mama. April Fool's Day, Christmas, Flag Day. Love your mama.
Just love your mama. End of the day, love your mama. If it's Father's Day, love your mama.
Yeah, exactly. Because without your mother, you wouldn't have a Father's Day.
Without your mama, you wouldn't have a broadcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I thought we wouldn't be a wrestler. We're going to be a wrestler either. So.
I'm going to be the best pro wrestler in the world.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
And we'll do a show on you and say, you know, that Paul, he needs to do some more moves. He's not really all that like he used to be. He doesn't sell anything.
I plan to be a technical map-based grappler with high flying incorporated. I intend to be like a Dynamite Kid or Daniel Bryan or a Chris Benoit or a Prince Devitt. You know, all those styles built into one. I really admire Seth Rollins. There's so many guys I look up to in the business, and the list goes on and on. So I'm going to try to emulate them as much as I can throughout my career.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Well, that's good.
Good luck to you, as we said. Cool. But yeah, let's carry on.
Yeah.
We're getting distracted again, you know.
It's you, dude. It's like,
I didn't say about.
I can't work like this.
To tease Mama. Don't blame me.
Hey, look, I was just don't want to forget the mothers out there.
Yeah, you got it out there. You got it out there.
Yeah, I gotta protect the mothers out there.
Oh, you have to, yeah. But yeah, this following that, you know, from the segment with Adam Rose, we had the main event. The main event again.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Shield versus the Wyatt family. I think it's 4 times they face each other, or something like that. But
once on Raw, once at Elimination Chamber, once on main event, and once last night again.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so yeah, it was 4 times, which I'm happy they can have 10 matches. I don't care. I mean,
I don't mind if it's the main event for the next 4 weeks.
Exactly. Pay-per-views, anything. I mean, these two groups have so much chemistry in the ring. It's just you just don't want to move. You know, you just want to watch. If you miss anything, you just be let down. You'd be stupid if you miss that. You know, any move. I mean, the match was really good. You know, in the end, you had, you know, Roman Reigns did the Superman punch to Bray. They was going to do the triple powerbomb, but then Evolution came out.
Like we saw in the theme that started the show.
Did you say?
Like we saw in the theme that started the show today, like we saw in the intro before.
Of course, yeah. They're going to see, yeah. You're right, correct. So, yeah, it's the best theme, best theme out there. But, you know, yeah, I was saying, the Evolution came out. It came down to the ring, you know. They tried to take out the Shield, trying to take out Evolution, and Triple H gets Superman punch from Roman Reigns. Then he got distracted. Bray hit Sister Abigail, got the win. I think it's now like the 3rd time. Is it? That Bray's now pinned Roman Reigns.
3-1 Wyatt family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from Roman Reigns though, getting pinned, Bray's done it now a few times now. So
yeah,
it's twice. Yeah, I mean, they're leading. I mean, obviously you said 3-1, but most of them have been, you know, help, distraction. But yeah, the Wyatt family won. Having more friction was like having more of Evolution, the Shield. So it hasn't finished the rivalry. It's going to continue as it seems. We're going to probably have another match, you know, rematch at Payback. As you see, Batista hasn't gone. I guess that's the bad news for you fans. But yeah, after the match, they did the beatdown, you know, to the Shield. You know, Ambrose had the spine buster and the steel steps. Triple H goes for the pedigree. Reigns trying to get out, but Orton did the RKO, and then he hit the pedigree, and then Evolution just did their own triple powerbomb. You know, they did their taunt. I mean, Batista did, you know, Batista did the taunt of Roman Reigns. He's like, like I was like, okay, and then they did it. You know, the triple powerbomb to Reigns, and after they did that, you know, believe in Evolution with the fist in the end. You know, pretty cool stuff, but it was quite funny as well. But yeah, overall, I said the match was great. I loved it. Great ending to Raw. So that's my opinion. Let's go to Billy. Your opinion of that?
Yeah, the match. Yeah, match every time them two always step in the ring. It's always a classic. Yeah, obviously I knew Evolution was gonna distract them because I knew the feud wasn't done yet.
No.
So yeah, overall it was a good main event and good ending.
Definitely. I enjoyed it. Yeah. So what about you, Chris? CW?
You know, this match was really good. I like the fact that, the Wyatts won because of the fact that they were really solid coming at the pay-per-view. So, it really was a good match. When the Wyatts and Shield are together, you're going to get a damn good matchup. Fans are going to get hyped. Everything's going to, be more magnetized. Then you add in the fact that Evolution came out, the way they came out, the music, and I'll tell you, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, these guys do not surprise me anymore because they're just that good. They're getting better and better and better. So, yeah, I definitely enjoyed this match, and I cannot wait to watch it again, to be honest with you, if they decide to do yet again another one. Because to me, like you said, you could do 10 matches of this, and we would all be, behind it because, it's good action. These guys sell out totally to doing this match.
And the crowd are not dead for it as well. As you see, they give much reaction. They love it. It's just their action. There. It's just they perform great matches. They're not done one bad match in those 4 matches they had. So I don't care if they do another match next week. So that's pretty much it. I was going to say Paul next, but he's not here, I guess. I think don't know what happened to Paul. Maybe the Wyatt family took him,
The Wyatts took him. No, yeah. Paul, come back.
Take him a few times. Yeah. But I guess we can move on. Maybe he will come back and he can have his say main event. So now it's time to rate the show. Raw. I'm gonna give it. I think this Raw was really good. I'm gonna stick with 8 as I did at the pay-per-view. I thought it was really good Raw to me. So it's me. That's my opinion. But what about you, Billy? What are you gonna rate it as?
Yeah, I gave it an 8. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Cool. And you, CW?
Yeah, I want to say I'm going to give this about an 8 also, or really more like 7.5. But 8 is fair too. I mean, going out of a 10, highlights galore. You had good moments with Bray Wyatt. You had great moments with Shield. So yeah, definitely. And I even enjoyed the Battle Royal.
Yeah. I enjoyed the opener and the main event. I mean, obviously there's some bits in the middle of the show I enjoyed as well. But yeah, I thought it was overall a good show. But yeah, what about you, Paul? But you didn't say your thoughts on the main event because you cut off.
What is there really to say? I'll keep it short for you guys. And I can honestly say one of the biggest things that sticks out to me when it comes to the Shield and Wyatts is not only their in-ring ability and mic skills and things like that, but it's the majority of the things that stick out is their attitude, and it's like, these guys go out there and like, we're the best up-and-comers in the business, bar none. We're here, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna take this. It's ours to take, and they do it. They really do. They perform on so many different levels. All 6 men. Even Eric Rowan, you throw him in there, he's still a good big man. Nothing like Bruiser Brody, aka Luke Harper.
Mm-hmm.
But he does do a good job. All 6 of them are breakout stars in their own rights, and they're all telling their stories, and they're all building their careers, building their empires. So it's a great thing to see, and I think they couldn't have went any better in the direction for them where it comes to the Wyatts and the Shield. Overall, for the show quality, I'd probably give it like an 8. I feel is a solid grade. People forget, like they'll bash on the show and say it wasn't that good, but people forget this is free television. And I think I thought they put out a great product last night. I had no problems with it. I give it a solid 8 overall. The Evolution beatdown at the end was great. They're going to continue that feud. I have no problem with it from the quality of Matthew side Extreme Rules. I'm happy to see another one. So yeah, overall, I'd give it a solid 8. I can't wait till next week's Raw, and let's see what happens on SmackDown as well.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see who Sheamus will face for the United States Championship as well. We don't know who's going to face.
The word on the dirt sheet says he's going to be feuding with El Torito going into Payback.
Really?
Oh, God.
Is he really that incredible to...
No, I'm just kidding.
My God. That was...
I could 5-star to that one.
Yeah, right?
that's gonna be like a slobber knuckle match, you know.
I mean, hey, El Torito took out 3MB. I mean, come on now.
He did.
He hasn't lost a match, has he? I think he's in the winning streak.
3.5 MB.
3.5.
Yeah.
Forgot Hornswoggle.
3.5 MB. 3.5 MB, and that's just representing Ginger.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh boy.
This show makes me nice. Gotta love it. That's what we do. Exactly. This is all what PWF is all about. But,
it's only going to get better as we go, so if you're not tuning in, I've got some bad news. The Bullet Conspiracy is looking for you. You better watch your back. Because things are only going to get worse from this point on.
Yeah. So, I was going to say, let's move on now to some questions, some fan questions. But before that, we're going to do... I should have done it before, some plugins for you guys. I didn't... My bad, I should have done it before the show started, so I'm going to start with...
It's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault. I'm going to start off with Billy, so you can say your plugin.
Alright, you like me at World of Pro Wrestling Past and Present and Wrestling World News, and you can follow me on Twitter at Brickwall860.
Yep, and you, Chris?
Alright, once again, this C Double, I am at C Georgia Rican, and I'm also at Wrestle Talk. That's the Twitter handle for our show. It's 2 underscores between Wrestle and Talk. And I'm also on Facebook. We have a Wrestle Talk room and or a group, and basically I pretty much let it be open for everyone to basically shine a light on indie scenes, indie wrestlers, WWE, even that other, backyard wrestling organization run by a Dixie Train, but run down to the ground. But we'll still talk about it because everybody loves a good car crash. So.
C Double, if you want it, you could go ahead and give a shout out to Destroying Kayfabe for CM.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, tonight there'll be a special Destroying Kayfabe tonight. We do the Raw review, and then on Saturdays we do our open roundtable. Basically, we shoot the breeze, talk about what all's going on, the history of wrestling on Saturday nights. So yeah, at Destroying Kayfabe, CM Styles, my homie, my tag team partner. So it is what it is, and we'll holler at y'all eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I haven't gone anywhere yet.
You soon will be.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't keep you. Okay. You, Paul, you want to say your?
There's not much to say about me, is there? I don't know.
Oh really? I thought you was gonna be a pro wrestler. My bad. Must have confused somebody else. Maybe it was Billy Gunn. I don't know. But Billy Gunn.
He must have famous me. Like I got the famouser so bad. I'm working at Dolph Ziggler concussion angle right now. Like I don't even know what's going on.
Time out. You gotta say it right, Sam. Say something stupid, Paul.
Oh yes. I thought about that. Thanks for reminding me.
I'm the next Paul Heyman guy, and if anybody doubts me, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. But you could check me out on Twitter, add me at the Arabian Wolf, or you could add me on Facebook at Paul Jazer, and you won't be disappointed. Aspiring pro wrestler. I begin wrestling training. It's either going to be late December of this year, beginning of 2015 January. Most likely headed to WWE 4 in Atlanta, a great school ran by Mr. Hughes. If you guys don't know who he is, go ahead and check him out. He's a big guy. He had a brief feud with The Undertaker back in the towards the end of the golden era of wrestling, and he actually stole The Undertaker's urn and melted it down into a ghetto exchange. So, that's my trainer right there. I'm getting trained by someone who stole The Undertaker's urn and melted it down into a ghetto exchange. So, the credibility's there.
Yeah,
great coach.
Hey, I can't wait to
keep an eye on me because I'm going to do big things. Expect big things.
Yeah, I'm sure you.
I'm not afraid to go out there and put my body on the line. So expect Seth Rollins in the future.
Exactly. High flyer who out of nowhere is going to jump off the rail.
I'm going to slide that out of the airplane, crossbody Big Show into a dirt mound. Buried alive.
Yeah.
And you'll have Brie Bella in the background screaming.
Oh yeah, that's gonna say.
Oh yeah, that'll add insult to injury. Brie Bella in my movie, great, real great.
That's just gonna make that movie great, isn't it?
I might as well be an addition to Total Divas and just throw my skit on there, you know. But
Got that chance there, yeah.
Make sure you're co-starring with Lana.
I hope I can do a snap me, right?
Definitely, yeah. But yeah, of course you can. Follow us on Twitter, PWF Is War. So follow us on there, which we upload our videos usually. So if you missed any of our videos, it'll be uploaded there. And of course, give us a like on the Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout, which is the same thing. We upload all our videos there. And make sure you click that subscribe button and tell your friends, pro wrestling fans, just check us out. You know, you won't be disappointed. You know, we do our WWE reviews, thoughts and rumors. We do fans' questions, which I'm gonna say now in a minute. So yeah, pretty much. We start off with let's do the fan questions because I was supposed to do it last night, but it didn't happen. So
we love you guys. We might overlook you sometimes,
we care.
but we still do. We appreciate it.
We do. If more questions come, we'll happily answer them. So we start off with this guy. I mean, he kind of. I'm gonna try to read this. Will Bryan? He meant will Bryan against Kane? Would the storyline continue? Well, as you see him from last night, it's going to continue. Yes, of course. They're going to have presumably another match at Payback, which could be Better Alive match, which I'm fine. But definitely, so yeah, I think it will continue, and I'm happy it will. So yeah, that's pretty much. What about you guys? What about you, Billy?
Pretty much, it's going to continue at Payback. They showed it last night. It's going to continue, and probably be in a Better Alive match, most likely.
Yep. What about you, CW? You want to answer this question?
I'm going to say the same with you guys. I'm going to go with this matchup and everything. I'm going to say, personally, I'm going to go Buried Alive also, or Last Man Standing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Buried Alive though. I think, but Last Man Standing wouldn't be bad either.
No, pretty cool. What about you, Paul?
The priority of the question was, is this feud continuing? I wouldn't say it's continuing. I think it's just getting started. Overall, you know, I see this just starting to work, just starting to gain momentum. Just even though it's been pursuing prior to Extreme Rules and Monday Night Raw last night, there's a lot that's going to happen in the future. There's a lot of stuff they could play off. Payback, honestly, you know, it does kind of seem short-sighted, but I think it would be a Buried Alive match, and it, in my opinion, does seem short-sighted to say this, but I think Kane is going to get buried alive, and Kane's going to go on vacation after that and take some time off. So I think that's going to be the last we see of the Demon, at least for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty much.
He hasn't had time off in actually a long time.
No, he hasn't.
3 years? 2.5 years.
What came? Well, he had that movie, didn't he? Had See No Evil 2. He had a bit of a break from there.
Yeah.
That was short-lived.
Yeah, that was like 2 months. That was 2 months.
And then when he made his return and started tagging John Cena.
Right?
Yeah.
No, that was another one. Yeah.
That was another rivalry when he put.
But he came back. He took break like twice.
Yeah.
One of them was around the time where he had that feud with Zack Ryder and Eve.
Yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah, that was like.
That was right around the time when he faced Zack Ryder on Raw. That was actually a decent match. Mm-hmm. That was a good match, actually. I liked it.
And that's when Cena obviously won the rivalry, when the ambulance match, I think it was.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
When did Cena really lose a rivalry? But on to the next question.
No, exactly. So the next.
And I don't mind Cena, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. He said like rumor has it. There will be a lot of face heel turns. He meant last night. Do you think that's true? You think Cena will finally crack? I'll go with you, Paul, first. If you want to.
What? Me first? I don't know if I can handle all of that.
You
To
can
be
do
completely honest, people just like Sting debuting in WWE and a John Cena heel turn is pretty much the equivalent of that. You know, it's been a long-awaited process. It's been long overdue. People have been waiting to see it. It's something they really want to see. You know, one of the big topics in wrestling is if John Cena is going to turn heel. In my opinion, they are kind of edging at it. They are kind of, you know, putting him under that bus and making him deliver like he is somewhat getting upset with the fans and things like that. As far as if he's going to turn heel,
Well, if you find any cracks,
I think he will eventually turn heel. Yes, I think he will, but it's not going to be until there's that big draw.
Yeah. Well, the next face of the company, presumably.
Which is Daniel Bryan.
Well, we hope, but maybe it might be someone else. They don't. Maybe it'd be someone like Roman Reigns. The size and the look, they might go.
As of right now, Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns are the future of the company.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. What about you? What about you, Billy? You wanna? Any opinion on it?
Yeah. I don't know. We could see him turn heel, but at the same time, I think WWE's just teasing us right now. It could happen. I don't know.
It could. Yeah. What about you, Cena fan? C double.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've all heard the Cena rumors, and I mean, could it happen? It could. You know, let's put it this way: there's more a hint of it now versus, you know, I always said if they were going to turn him heel, let him do it with the Shield. But now that the Shield is super face now, you know, kind of hard to do that. But yeah, you know, I can see Sheamus turning heel. And actually, I'm going to say this. Maybe what would be smart, too, is go ahead and turn Sheamus and Big E and Cena heels. And you can actually do it legitly because they teamed up together. And then they can all come out and basically go, you know, y'all turned your back on us. So now we're going to take all your favorites away from you. And, you know, basically, you know, we're kind of going that Triple H route of saying, you know, we're done making stars. This time it's about us type deal. You know, and just call them the, you know, the 3-man muscle crew, whatever you want to call them. But you know,
Muscles Incorporated.
I don't know. Like I said, yeah, exactly. Muscle Link. You know, yeah, Chain Gang will work, or Oreo, or you know, or reverse Oreo. Yeah, would work too. That would work too. So yeah, you know, do something like that, or you know, you can't see me anymore. So, you know, the closets.
Exactly. Or you can go like his old gimmick, you know, in Thugonomics.
Oh, yes.
Wow, the Gang.
Hey, Thugonomics was all that, though. I did enjoy the Thugonomics.
That was really good stuff.
I thought it was hilarious, some of the stuff he did.
Definitely, yeah, it's funny. That'd be pretty cool, but yeah. You want to answer the last? It was the last question this fan said. From my page, he said, with 3 current British champions, he said, including Adrian Neville from NXT, do you see Paige?
And Barrett.
Of course, he didn't say that. But do you see British influence in the WWE increasing for the incoming months or even years? Start off with Billy this time.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, they're all British champions, but...
Yeah, I mean, would that bring influence, you know?
Meaning bring any more in?
Would it increase, like, in the months, years? Do you think there'll be more?
How are the current British champions assessing their role? Is the influence, you know, opening the gateway for British wrestlers to come? Is it?
I think that's what he meant. That's what he said to me. I'm repeating what he's saying to me.
Laying the foundation for Britain wrestlers in the future, you know, I believe they are.
Yeah, he meant as that. I mean, would there be British champions in now, months, or maybe in the future as well?
Maybe in the future, yeah. Yeah, in the future.
Because back in the day, it wasn't really many British. The Attitude Era, you didn't really have really any British champions.
Maybe even Adrian Neville won the world title.
British Bulldog wasn't, you know, he wasn't the world champion.
Just tag team champion.
Just tag team champion, European, and IC. But it's better than years ago. So I think the British talent is getting, they are signing.
It's increasing.
Even though they did release 2 guys recently from NXT who are British, didn't get their chance much, but. But yeah, that's been it. Any opinion?
On that question, I mean, to me, it just shows you how globalized wrestling has become. And I mean, like Paul was showing me guys in Japan, and you got to give much respect to that. We lost our host, but yeah. So it's just one of those things, you just got to enjoy yourself. We were driving good. We're in the car, we're driving well, and our driver got taken away.
What? Oh,
Lord. Well, yeah, like I was saying, though, that was, Adam, you come back to your own show now. I'm sorry. But, yeah, it was, I think that's a good question. I like the fact that we're getting young talent. And the young talent that's coming in are getting their shots in. And basically, they're taking the ball and they're running with it. So what's not to like about that?
Yeah, I could agree with everybody. As far as the question goes, we have Paige as a champion right now. We have Bad News Barrett as a champion. We have Adrian Neville down in NXT, aka Pac, on the indie circuit. For those who don't know, go ahead and check out his matches. Great talent, a lot of great feuds with Low-Ki, Prince Devitt, Johnny Gargano, so many different competitors. But overall, I would have to agree. I think British wrestlers, not only in WWE but in TNA and mainstream wrestling in general, are having a bigger impact. They've always really been here, but they've never really came off that pedestal and put a name out there for themselves. In my opinion, I think the wrestlers in Britain and Europe, United Kingdom, just in general, are just besides Japan and Mexico, are some of the best wrestlers in the world, bar none. And wrestling isn't the type of thing where you just look at one guy and go, hey, he's good. That's where we're going to pick our talent from. There's so many different crafted wrestlers all over the world that we can learn from, and at the end of the day, you should be humble, and everyone's a student of the game. So I don't care if you're coming from Japan, Mexico, England, Madagascar, Puerto Rico. I don't care where you're coming from. If something looks cool, it should be done. And that's one of the things wrestling has really been doing great with, is just pulling talent from so many different areas of the world. So yes, Britain is having a bigger influence on wrestling, and they are upper covers. And they should have been here a while ago.
Exactly. I'm back.
What happened to you? I thought Barrett bullhammered you out of the camera view.
I thought that as well for a second. I thought, what? My browser got closed or something. So that's just, my tab got closed. I don't know how that happened. But I'm back. So
we were driving the car, and next thing you know, the driver left.
Yeah.
I didn't ditch you. I didn't ditch you guys.
Ghost ride the whip.
I didn't left you behind. Then I came back. Came back for my fans. PWF fans.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, that was really the last question. You guys answered it. We answered it. So pretty much. If you want to say any 1 or 2 rumors before we close the show quickly, can.
All right. I'm about to head out tonight, so if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna head out a little bit early before you guys do the plug. So if you mind if I just plug myself real quick.
Yeah, you can do it now even. Again.
Sorry, I apologize.
No, you can do. You might as well all do it now.
Yeah, because I'm about to. Yeah.
The show ran a little bit longer than expected, but that's okay. It was filled with great information, so make sure to watch it fully all the way through. Follow me on Twitter at _ArabianWolf, or add me on Facebook at Paul Jazer. I'm going to exit out of the tab now, so I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. To all the fans, to the questions that were sent through, to everybody watching at home, thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. We're very close to hitting 100 subscribers for being around 2.5 months. I'm very grateful to see that fans are loyal, and keep it coming. Tell your friends about us. Share it with your family. Let anybody that's a wrestling fan know. We'll be here every single week to bring you all the most accurate information in wrestling today. So this is the Arabian Wolves. This is Paul Jazer. This is me telling you guys have a good night, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Bang, bang.
Yeah, man. With me. Original guys. So go ahead, plug if you want to do Chris. Go ahead.
Yeah.
See that?
Once again, at Wrestle Talk _ underneath or between the Wrestle and the Talk and IMC Double. And guys, I appreciate it very much for the time that you guys gave me, and definitely can look forward to doing more with you guys. And I'm about to bounce myself, so y'all take it easy, and I appreciate everything.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.
You're welcome. Anytime you can join us. Thank you.
No problem.
So yeah, okay, cool, man. See you, Billy, you wanna leave your?
Yeah, once again, you can like me at World of Pro Wrestling Past and Present and World Wrestling News, and follow me on Twitter at BrickWall860.
Yeah, chicken out. And of course, you can follow us PWF Is War at Twitter, at PWF Is War altogether, which we have our episodes on there, so you can check them out, old ones, new ones. And of course, you can like us at Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout. As well, we upload our videos. You can send your fan questions there or tweet us. You know, I had some on my other page. We're happy to answer them. You know, so yeah. And make sure you do click that subscribe button. Tell everybody about us. Check us out. You won't be disappointed. We're here. We are loyal to our fans. We're here for you. That's the important thing. Without you, we wouldn't do the show. So, pretty much it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Check us out on this week, which is Saturday show, which we do SmackDown review, thoughts and rumors, maybe some fan questions as well. So, see you guys later. So, I'm going to close the show, guys. All right.
All right.
Yeah.